How many millennials do you know own 3, 4 properties, paid off, no mortgage in Toronto? 0. That's the answer. You don't know any. So one of the issues that I'm facing right now, just talking to people, there are people who are stressed. Okay. There are people who have got a lot of pressure on them from interest rates. But then when you go over what their home is worth, they all of a sudden are like, maybe things aren't so bad. You know,
When they see how much equity they have in their house,
when they see how much lower their house will sell for today than they thought. I've been
so
dealing
hold
with
on.
this a lot lately.
Is it
So
smarter to
here's my theory.
defend against it going down way further and staying there for a while, or hang on tight in case prices go back like crazy again?
If you're 35 years old, hang on tight. Absolutely.
Hang
99
on
times out of
tight.
100,
Yeah.
make it work. But if you're 65 and you're thinking about retiring, this could be many, many years. So now you're losing like part of your retirement fund if you guess wrong.
Yeah.
And 2, you're wasting years of your life, which is way more important than money. And so if somebody's thinking about, retiring and going to, travel or spend time with their grandkids or, move out, they want to move to Calgary because that's where their daughter lives, whatever. You're going to avoid that because you want to make an extra 100, 200, $300,000 on your home that you just made like a freaking 5x factor on the property that you bought with no intention of using it for retirement because you already have a pension and investments and everything else. It makes no sense. That's just greed. Right. So the issue that I'm coming across a lot is yeah, sure, if people want as much equity they can from their home, it's a big part of their retirement, it's all those type of things, but they're not willing to sell for the price that the market's telling them, because we're looking at the numbers and they're going, yeah, okay, well, I want X. And it's like, well, why don't you want X plus $500,000? If it's based on what you want, you should want more. Right. It's not based on what you want. It's based off of what your neighbor sold for or what the last one sold for is. And so back in the 90s, who is the largest part of the population? What was always the largest group of generation? The baby boomers.
Oh, that
Okay.
was a
The baby
horribly
boomers,
formulated question.
I know. So the baby boomers in the 80s were all starting to buy properties.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're levering up. You know how many guys I've heard stories from where they're like, I owned 15 houses back in 87, lost it all. Like, I've heard that story so many times, more times than I've heard I bought 15 houses in the 80s and I still own them. Let me promise you that.
Right.
So at that time, they're all young guys. They're all levering up. Right now, the millennials are all leveraged to the gills, right? They're the ones who are finishing. How many millennials do you know own 3, 4 properties, paid off, no mortgage in Toronto? 0. That's the answer. You don't know any. Okay.
I don't know
So
any.
I know like a few guys who own their properties outright, like their principal residence. But if they're investors and they own rental, they're levering up and they're buying other rentals, right? So when you're looking at a generational gap, you got all those levered young baby boomers back in the 80s and 90s who own a ton of real estate because they were all buying. There was a new wave of buyers coming in with the largest generation known to man. Okay. So when the market changed, they were all under the same pressure like our today millennials are, or are today like last 2-year buyers are, right? Because they can't weather the storm. The price has gone down. They're over leveraged. Maybe interest rates could be a factor, but back in the 90s, maybe they lost their jobs, so they couldn't hang on anymore. So we saw this massive amount of listings come up, power of sales, market dropped. It really crashed hard. But now the majority of the people who own houses are the baby boomers still. They don't have mortgages. Majority of the clients I'm meeting today are baby boomers. They don't have a mortgage. I promise you.
Sure. But that was a tax law issue that changed back then that fucked up the whole
there was a lot
market.
of stuff. There was a huge
It was
economic
very
downturn.
different
There
than
was a
now.
recession. There was jobs. Everything was there. But
But
the
this,
bottom line is the people who own the houses to put the inventory on. That's why we have such little sales right now. That's why prices have found a floor where they aren't really going down that much.
but the economy's still grooving.
The
Like,
economy is still grooving, but the people who own the majority of real estate don't need to sell.
but was it in the back in the 80s, early 90s when things went to hell? I don't think the economy was booming when
In
things
the
were
80s
going
it
to
was, and
hell.
then it hit a wall in 89, 90. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
it just went to hell. Everything went to hell. But right now, things are going to hell for some people, and other people are booming like motherfuckers,
Yeah.
right? And like, I remember back in 2008, 2009, things dove off a cliff. And then next thing you knew, prices were fucking higher than they were before they dropped. And it was like in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
And
know
that's what
how
people's memories, that's why people's memories are mistaken.
well, 2001, it like went away for a bit, came back. 2017, it went away for
They
a bit,
forget.
came back.
Yeah.
But what's now? Now it went away for a bit, not coming back. It went away for a bit, staying for a while.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.